Welcome in. Me and Isaac chilling.
Hell yeah.
Cold chilling here. How you
Yeah.
doing, Isaac? Have a good weekend?
Yeah, I had a great weekend. How was your weekend, Drew?
Well, it was absolutely fantastic. I thought you'd never ask, you son of a bitch. I went to a farm fresh drive-through stand with the family. Had some of the best food I've ever had. It was quick. It was easy. It was not that expensive. And my mom's in town, so we went to Costco. She's also a prepper now. So we hammered in on a bunch of dry goods for the kiddos, getting ready for the election season. What'd you do this weekend, man?
What did I do this weekend? Well, I did pumpkin carving Saturday.
You carve pumpkin? You don't paint them?
No, I don't paint them. I only had like 5 minutes to do this, right? So
right,
morning Saturday,
Fair
7
enough.
a.m., bright and early. Was up, drove to Atlanta, filmed the church's football game.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. Students lost. It was great. Then I went to pumpkin carving. Then I went to work. Jersey Mike's,
I went to the
Making up
pumpkin
sandwiches?
patch. Did you go to the pumpkin patch to get the pumpkins? Where'd you go? Did you just get to the store?
I just showed up at my friend's house and he was like, "We have
Oh, okay.
pumpkins. We're gonna do pumpkin carving. You should come by."
Dude, the
So,
pumpkin patch cost $100 to get into.
yeah, no,
fuck.
thank you.
It was crazy, man. You got to make a lot of money to have a big family these days. Shout out to everyone for joining us. We got some great Bitcoin price action to look at. I'm going to be digging into some of these altcoins, see if I can dig out any bullish indicators for some of the projects. I know people are bag holding out there. You can admit it. I get hit up by these things all the time, so I'm going to be looking at altcoin charts today. Got the solar generator going on in the shed this weekend. Nice, Adam. Very nice work. Good job, sir. Deadwood up in here. Nicole Ministata, Robert Kosin, Drew Guyver, Pete Moonlander. We got Trent Tate. This is a great day. And you know what? I spent some time trolling Twitter, and I got some people upset. Did you see what I did on Twitter?
I don't think I did.
All right, so we're gonna go into the profile here. Make sure you're following me to catch the chaos. I'm at Druth Crypto. I'll pull up yours too here, but this is the post that got them all hot and bothered. A fair warning: if you have a Harrison Waltz sign at your house, I'm gonna knock on that door and ask for money and a place to stay, and soup, and some beers, and a car, and some nachos, and money. All right. So I got these, everyone's in here like, yeah, hell yeah, we'll do that too. Then there's these, I even got this post big enough where these random liberals that don't follow me are coming in. Where is it? God, where did they go? Did they delete their comments? No. I mean, look at this guy. He thought that I would be living in my mom's basement in a gamer chair, drinking Mountain Dews.
Well, guess what? That average person is a meme coin millionaire. So Pat Smith.
Oh my God. I know Bobcat meme. I didn't get my entry point, but guess what? That's good for everyone that's bag holding Bobcat, because that means Bobcat's still pumping.
And that means my bags are going.
Are you still holding that
I'm
shit?
still holding Bobcat.
You feel? I mean,
Yep.
I can see they're not giving up on the market. And shout out to him. Okay. Shout out to him. Looks organic, looks reasonable. But this guy, little unhinged here, saying empty Mountain Dew cans. I hate Mountain Dew. I hate soda pop in general. I don't have time to play video games. And it was actually my mom at my house when he wrote this comment. My mom was in my basement.
So Pat Smith,
boom, fuck you. Now where is this? Oh yeah, this guy. This guy's some like gangster dude from Nevada. Here it's just like pew pew, you're dead. And I was like, thank God the left can't aim. And then he was like, you're a fascist. What makes you think I can't aim? Blah, blah, blah. And I just responded, gay. And then he sits here talking about a cuerta. He's got to bring out the Spanish lingo for guns. And then he acts like I'm ignorant and that I don't know cuerta stands for guns. It's not that I'm ignorant. It's that I'm arrogant. Okay. So don't be a fool. I know these things. I'm from Colorado, but and we can do this. I'm Spanish. Isaac's last name is Sanchez.
my middle name is James, and if you want to be smart about it, my middle name is also Santiago. So
Oh,
have fun.
shit. See,
Have fun.
goddamn, man. All
Yeah.
right. Florida for election day for the Coleman Tater. So if the shit hits the fan, you're safe and near the airport. Greece or Belize, it is. Should shit hit the fan. Shout out to you, Nicole Ministator. Yes, we do have quite a bit of election action to cover. and some psyops going on with the local media, getting ready for the chaos here. But first of all, our bags. We're going to look at the bags. Shout out to Punjab. What's up, baby? Now, Hong Kong is approving more Bitcoin and crypto exchanges this year. That's great. Asia's ready. China's going to unban it while the getting's good and then ban it again when the getting's bad again. Spot Bitcoin ETFs bought 15,194 Bitcoin last week, while the miners only were able to produce 3,150 Bitcoin. This is a clear view on ETFs eating more Bitcoin than can be produced at this point. Where does that lead? Well, that's a good old supply squeeze, folks. That's what we're here for, where the nasty stuff comes. Tom Crown, seen a golden cross on Bitcoin. Last time this happened, October 23, Bitcoin ran up to new all-time highs. Afterwards, interesting little macro indicator, seeing the golden cross come up. And I don't think it's going to absolutely, I mean, I don't know, bro. We're at the end of this. October's almost over. It's almost Halloween.
I know.
And we have, what, 8 days till the election?
8 days until the election. That's crazy.
Jesus. And I was looking at the election chart last time, even with a shitty result of Joe Biden, this dementia-ridden blackmail artist, took the presidency, we still pumped by 12%. If we get a Trump pro-crypto president into place, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking at 15, potentially even 20% day. Prepare for volatility. It's inbound. And we also had this ETF, or ETF holdings for Bitcoin, rather, are breaking out. Before the Bitcoin price, this is the ETF holdings in the gold line. And then the price of Bitcoin is in this kind of lighter gray line. You can see the price being suppressed well below the ETF holdings. And historically, these have tracked along each other pretty concisely. Right now, where it sits, of course, I had to set up a show. And I didn't take my long. I finally got the damn opportunity to long, and I was sitting. I had to go pee and had to do the thumbnail. It's super cool. It's Donald Trump getting into a purple Lamborghini.
What's better than that?
I mean, a purple Resvani Vengeance, much better. But okay, you're a young gun. You're more than welcome to go get a Lamborghini. I just can't put the kids in a Lamborghini. You know what I mean?
I want a Lamborghini.
What are you gonna get?
C7 Z06 Corvette.
Yeah. Okay, that'd be a good look. The new C7s. Those are sexy.
Oh, the new ones are the C8s actually, but
really?
Yeah, the new ones are the C8s, like the really like hypercar looking ones.
Oh, okay.
But I want an old school.
You want the old school one?
The somewhat old school.
Okay. Look at this shit though. Right on the top of the fib. This is the 786 fib for the entire price action of $73,400 down to $49,800. That's where this fib is pulled from. I'll back this up so you can see what I'm talking about here. Bitcoin peeking its head. Move this out of the way, take these bad boys off. So it's peeking its head just above this 786 fib right now, trying to break into this range. I am of the opinion come election time, we're going to be starting to play with this and attempting to make a move up to the $73,800 range. And that is just child's play. Really, you know, if these fibs play out to their fullest, this gets us up to right at about $153,000 at the top end of that fib. So I'm pretty damn excited from where we are. We got November happening soon. The election's happening soon. It looks like we're able to have an election here in America.
True.
So that's great. And we are peeking our head above this 786 realm. Oh, God, it just gave it up. Ooh, do I do it? Ooh, shit, baby. Should I try it? Am I logged in? I'm logged in. All right, let's do it. Let's do live. Where should I set my stop loss at? Let's see here. If we lose this 68.2, fine. Let's go. Full send. Let's put the stop loss in here. I'll probably get rugged live on air. Last week was bullshit on Friday. Thank God I had a stop loss.
That stupid news came out.
It was
about
ridiculous.
The fake news about what was it? Tether being investigated?
Yeah, it was like Tether was being investigated by U.S. authorities. Everyone, kiss your ass goodbye.
Bitcoin.
Where is this? Actually, I got to do it down here. I got to go down here. Let's see here. I'm going to do this live. I'm doing this live. I'm being responsible live so you guys can see me, my stupid self, my ridiculous actions. Let's go for, you know what? Let's go for 65 or 69.5. See if I can grab that. That'd be like a nice little 29% move. Stop loss down there in the 9%. I'm feeling bullish today. Things are looking juicy. Already in profit. Go away. Leave my entry point. That's right, B. Ooh. Oh. Oh, fuck. All right.
Oh, my God.
Here we go. We need more. We need Riley Reid, man. All right, cool. So there you go. We just entered a trade. Great. I didn't expect to get that so quick. That's really super. Now let's see here. So we got the ETF holdings, breaking out the price yet to follow. This is just the gift that keep on giving right here. My God, Janet Yellen talking about the US dollar. Let's have a listen.
And over a longer time horizon, how concerned are you about the potential impact of the dollar's status as the world's reserve currency? The reserve.
Do you see her face? Look at her face there. She's like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? How could this happen to me? Hopefully Yellen recovered from that one, man. The dollar insignia, the symbol that represents the Department of the Treasury, right there, falling off the podium right as she's asked how the dollar is doing. How's it looking? We got people talking about Ondo. I am a definite bag of Ondo, and that is one that's been taking a haircut today, so that's a good reminder. We should take a look at Ondo. Let's see here. Bringing up FFM, I got out of FFM. I got too bored with the price. I'll look at the price again. I got out of it, though. It just bored the shit out of me. Talk about Ondo today. Been having serious FUD from accounts who are actually really smart. We'll take a look. Oh, yeah. But first, more stuff. We're going to get to the altcoins later. It's a sign, yes. Now, sweet Jesus, Mother Mary of God, it's happening. This is the Great Marches with an update on the 2-year Treasury. As you guys remember last week, I saw this. The 10-year Treasury sitting at 4.26. The 2-year is now sitting at 4.13. This was yesterday, but the problem is you go to TradingView and holy shit, oh my God, this is actually worse. Look at this. It's now at 4.153. We're on 3-minute candles for the U.S. Treasury bonds. That's when you know the system is fucking broken. Look at this. The 2-year is just screaming. And when we do see the 2-year outpace the 10-year in bond return, that's when a massive cataclysm financially goes down. So I'm watching this pretty damn closely. This thing is choosing violence, definitely choosing violence, and not looking too great. So we'll see if a massive amount of quantitative easing needs to be injected into the system to save their asses once again. My opinion, probably. Let's check in on the trade live. Ooh, man, we're doing not bad. What is this? Where am I up? All right. How much am I up? What is this? I'm up by 7% on it. Cool. Like $50. Not bad. All right. Fine. Now, this Elon Musk talking about a financial emergency. Elon Musk says that we have to cut government spending immediately. The reality is that all government spending is actually taxation. Sometimes people think that it's taxation and some of it not, but it's all taxation because the part that is not covered by tax revenue becomes inflation. So you're either taxed directly or you're taxed by inflation, but you are sure taxed. And so all government spending is taxation. So we have to reduce the government spending overall. And this will be forced upon us in the future because they've are just in interest payments alone on our debt are 23% of the federal tax revenue. Just the interest payments. The interest payments now exceed the Defense Department budget, which is $1 trillion a year. That's a whole lot of bread right there. So he's speaking English. He's speaking reason to the world. And liberals cannot stand it. It's kind of funny seeing liberals just absolutely be filled with hatred towards Elon Musk, this dork from South Africa who's an electric vehicle maker. Just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Also, the Kulo airdrop, winners have been located. Winners have been sent a message in Telegram to get their address. Need your ETH address there, folks. So check your Telegram if you were going after that. If you said Isaac sucks.
I picked him out, by the way. Of course I had to.
Yeah.
If y'all say I suck, I pick him out.
Absolutely. And you know what? The winners have been selected from that amazing show out. And Kulo actually looks pretty damn juicy. Let's check out the chart on Kulo. I love how I go from economic demise to some ass coin. Literal ass coin. It's an ass face coin, though. Let's see here. Look at this thing. 1.7 million. Jesus. We were covering it. The dudes were on the show back down here.
Yeah.
My God. So good on them. Love to see meme coins not go into the depths of hell. Here's something that might go into the depths of hell. Japanese yen has now fallen to the 153 level against the US dollar. and is trading at the weakest level since July. Not a great look. What happened in July caused, y'all remember the Japanese yen carry trade? Let's just go look at the price. Oh, goddamn, I'm cooking, baby. Fuck. Should we put this in the stop loss and profit probably?
You should.
You know what? I'm sick of your shit, Isaac, but maybe I will.
I'm sick of me too.
All right. Here we go. Fine. What is this? Hell?
Yes.
Where am I?
Hades.
No. Go away. All right. What is this? What is this? All right. Yeah, sure. So now I just moved the stop loss to cover the trade. So if it does go sideways, now everything goes to hell. While I'm sitting here ranting about crypto, it's a free trade. So if it keeps on cooking, yay me. Now, Japanese yen carry trade situation. Let's go to Coin Market Cap. Let's check it out. And also, if you're interested in trading with me on 2bit, click the link in our description. Here it is. You go to the show. You're on the live. Let's say you're minding your own business. You're like, what the hell is this guy doing? Putting in longs and shorts, and he's making money live, and he doesn't even really have to pay that much attention to it. Well, here's what you do. You go to 2bit link right here.
Access the power of AI trading bots.
And then you use code basement. When you're signing up, your referral code is capital basement. So here's the link right there. Capital basement is the referral code. You get some awesome perks by doing so. Let's keep moving here. So Japanese yen falling apart. Let's go to Coin Market Cap. Check out the time frame when Bitcoin jackknifed down to $49,000 because of this damn Japanese carry trade situation. Now, the reason why I'm looking at this is because the data we just looked at on the Japanese yen signals that we may be walking into another short-term situation like that. Yes, I think we'll recover if we do have this occur, but it happened on August 5th of 2024. So you have June, July, August, right? The July time frame, the currency gets real soft, gets real weak against the US dollar. They have to jackknife the interest rates. All their investors that are arbitraging the Japanese Wall Street version have to flee, and then boom, you get a big problem. So maybe we got to keep an eye out on this because that's not a great look for one of America's biggest trade partners. Read it, Drew Fudd Ondo to my buy order. Where's the give me the Ondo problem? So Willisford giving it in the chat here. Let's see if I can see that on the show live. Let's go. Ooh, I got it. All right, let's see here. Quinn Thompson. First of all, name sucks. Okay, who's named Quinn? If I had to pick the most egregiously overvalued smoke and mirrors token of all crypto that I suspect will result in the biggest losses to current holders, I would choose Ondo. This tweet spares even just one uneducated holder from impending 99% loss. I will consider it a success. Ondo trades at a mind-boggling $7 billion fully diluted valuation. The business's two core products, USDY and OUSG, have 444 million and 206 million respectively, 650 million total. Okay, so here's the deal. He's sitting here complaining about the fully diluted valuation being 7 billion, and now they're only overseeing 650 million in total. It's a speculation asset. People are speculating on BlackRock's work with Ondo to lead to that realm. For starters, from an investor's perspective, that's a tough business. Their two products are simply just wrappers on BlackRock's Biddle. If you're asking yourself why an already tokenized money market fund needs a company or project to tokenize its tokenizing fund, trust your gut. The reason is because Ondo launched these products pre-Biddle, but as it stands today, there's no reason you would use USDY and OUSG over Biddle. You are introducing additional counterparty risk for no reward, full stop. Summarize, Ondo has no moat and has competition from BlackRock themselves, who they send all their assets to. Anyways, Ondo's business as it stands today will not exist in a year or two. Okay, so I agree. Ondo probably is not going to exist in 2 years. There's that. But I disagree with the saying that it's going to go to zero like in the short term. What this reads as, so we got to digest this with reason here. It's a speculative market. We have new introduction of RWAs. We're going to have a lot of speculation investing going on into Ondo. Now, what he's saying about the long term, about BlackRock eventually building out the infrastructure to just have these products for himself, not a bad take. Not a bad take. But the upside to Ondo, in my opinion, is still there in the short term. We're heading into 2025. We're heading into a nasty bull market. Things are already looking juicy as it is. And honestly, Ondo's a new product being put into one of the most bullish situations cryptocurrency at large has ever experienced in its entire lifespan. We have presidents arguing for our support. We have Donald Trump and Cynthia Lummis talking about a Bitcoin-backed dollar. We have Swift working with Chainlink. We have all these massive partnerships and real shit happening. And these types of news events would have doubled Bitcoin's price in like a month's time back in the day. Now, we're so desensitized to all this shit going well for us that it really doesn't move the needle. And Tether is the 4th largest holder of U.S. treasuries on the fucking planet. So it's pretty funny to see these. So this dude, he's coming out real bearish. He's saying it's not going to exist in 2 years. Honestly, I can't say that that's that dumb to say. It's a speculation asset and a move that's probably going to pump real hard during this market that we're going into 2025. Then come 2026, 2027, poof. A lot of projects go poof when the bear market returns. Where's the trade at, Isaac? What are we doing here? We're doing great.
But I do want to answer this question.
What's that?
From Brian. All right. Brian had this great question. He said, what's your take on Project 2025? Seems like that's the only argument that the Democrats have.
They're going to eat your cats.
They're going to eat your cat.
Sad.
Meow. Anyways.
I don't understand what, so is it like they're saying banning all abortions and like just putting people in imprisonment camps or something like that? What is the deal with this?
Well,
why is it 2025 such a deal?
Why is it such a big deal? Because the Heritage Foundation said that Trump was backing it, putting that on Trump.
But many times he's like, I have nothing. I don't even know what you're talking about. He's like, I don't know what Project 2025 is.
Exactly, because he doesn't. And also the Heritage Foundation, the head of it, stepped down, put that out there. And bottom line, Trump doesn't support it. He's actually for Agenda 47. But Democrats want to push like Project 2025 as Trump's thing. And it's just not.
Yeah.
And not all of it's bad. But some of it is questionable.
Well, and it's hard to like get a straight answer because if I type into Google, what is Project 2025? You're going to get delivered Haitian recipes for cats to your door. Meow. And your children are all going to have to be imprisoned because they're not Republican yet. Yeah. I have a lot of cats on my land. I got like 6 cats from this new neighbor, and God bless her soul. She's a wonderful lady.
Interesting.
I think she's from like Venezuela or something. Not a gang member.
Not a gang member. That
was a win. I was like, all right, lady. So we get along. I bring her eggs.
Yeah.
I take her trash down for her. But yeah, she brought like 6 cats. So
nice.
Maybe if I keep feeding the cats and then things get real weird, let's say like there's no food for like a half year, maybe a year.
Sorry, Bobcat.
You know what I'm saying? But I have been attracted a lot of deer onto the land too. I went from 5 deer hanging out on my garden to I'm up to 8 deer now. So they're starting to tell their friends, come on down. It's nice and safe in Drew's backyard in his neck of the woods. Little do they know, I'm fattening them up. I'm fattening them up. So let's see here. And someone said, this is kind of an interesting thing. Ondo is this market's quant. Let's check out what Ondo did last, because that's kind of a reasonable thing to say. It's like, it's all narrative driven. I'm a narrative investor, right? Yeah. That's how I found all this base shit early. It's how I find the Solana DEX plays early. This is how I find this stuff. So let's see here. Quant, just for remembrance, because I kicked quant to the curb as far as my bullishness quite a while ago, essentially at $100. Now, those that decided to listen to the truth, look at this chart. Look at this graph. Look at this graph. Shit's in the gutter. But we go to the all-time. Look at the excitement pump. Look what the narrative pump does for this shit. So this is the beginning of the bull market. This is Bitcoin playing around 10, 12,000 bucks, $13,000. Quant stayed asleep. And then instead of being this fly by the night gone project, it went from like 10, 13 bucks all the way up to $350 per token. Okay. That's a big move. So When I saw it fall back down here, I was like, shit, man, it's over with. It had a hard and fast resurge with a bunch of CBDC maxis that are like, CBDCs are guaranteed. Oh, wait, they're outlawed in 5 different states in the United States. So we go back to here. And then the Japanese carry trade situation with a further beating on weak altcoins has pushed it down into this realm of $60. I am not touching this shit with a 10-foot pole. And I think that the ISO narrative is done. But guess what? People that were buying this early and seeing the ISO narrative pump last cycle made a shitload of money. So RWA, it's not unreasonable to think that BlackRock's just going to consolidate the movement. It's not unreasonable to think that JP Morgan has their own blockchain they're rolling out. It's called Onyx. And at a point, you will see a lot of this interbank communications happen with Onyx as part of it too. We need to get Alden's. I got the message over Alden. I have not heard back, but Alden, he needs to get that wallet working. I don't know. I need specifics on what's going wrong with the wallet there, brother. If you can, send me a Twitter. I got your Twitter now. Send me a message on that. But yeah, the narrative-based investing, I think is actually, there's a lot of money to be made. You just need to know when to get the hell out. And I do not get married to any of these altcoins. I really, really don't. Like, I'm here to make money off of them, put them into real estate, put them into generators, put them into weapons, and then I rinse and repeat as each cycle. Okay, I'm not trying to marry Quant. I'm not trying to marry XRP. I'm not trying to marry Algorand or HBAR. There's a season where they do pretty good. XRP season was 2017. It's been a slide downhill ever since then. Algorand had a moment last cycle. Sure shit did. Lately, though, honestly, getting outpaced by other things. So here, crude oil getting dumped. That's a weird look. Look at that. I wonder where crude oil is. I just tagged this weekend. We saw this go down to, was it 68.78? Where's my trade at? Did I die? All right. 68.78. So let's go to crude oil market watch. Cheap oil during wartime. Kind of an interesting look. Let's see here. Crude.
I like how it always auto-populates to Walmart.
Don't you?
Yeah, it's pretty
Isn't that kind of weird how that happens to me? Man, really taking quite a haircut here. Really taking quite a haircut. Let's see here. Whew. Lowest mark this year. Let's go to the 3-year. I mean, it's got this local level right at about $66. I mean, it's pretty fucking close to that, honestly, actually. This is the cheapest crude oil we've seen in quite some time here. So that's kind of interesting to note. We know Saudi Arabia and the BRICS nations trying to turn off the pumps to American oil. Guess what? We make a lot of oil ourselves here in America. So have fun with your little nerd crew, BRICS nations that are sitting here trying to, they're going to fail at dethroning the dollar. I'm just going to say it right now. They're going to fail. It's nice that they're trying. They're going to fail. Let's see here. So we got more stuff here. The World Bank has misplaced an astonishing $41 billion in climate change funds. Oh, good.
Last time they had money like that, like disappear out of nowhere. 2 towers got hit.
Well, no, that was trillions, bro.
I know it was trillion. It was like 3-4 trillion.
How crazy? Yeah, you bring up Donald Rumsfeld. Oh my gosh, guys. Sorry, we misplaced a couple $1 trillion. Instead of talking about where those trillions of our dollars went for the next 2 decades, we get to talk about the boogeyman in the sand bowl on the other side of the planet, looking for WMDs, right? That's great. That's super fun. World Bank has misplaced an astonishing $41 billion in climate change funds, with billions unaccounted for. Investors found no clear public record detailing where the money went or how it was spent. Well, I'm going to just shoot from the hip there. It probably went into the same hands that fermented the BLM movements of 2020 and 2016. Remember those times, the Summer of Love, where they burned $60 billion worth of American infrastructure down, killed hundreds of cops? I mean, basically civil unrest in America, all funded with our taxpayer dollars. I'm going to just have a hunch here that a little bit of that cash made it into the hands of the people that are going to hot react when Trump is put back into office. Dude, if this election is going to cause the biggest mental health crisis this country has ever seen. That's my hot take on that. Like, really feeling that way. What you got there?
Karen. Isaac,
Karen?
are the Kulo winners pinned on the Kulo Telegram? No, they are. They've all been sent individual messages on Telegram asking for their ETH address from the Druth.
Yeah. Get in the Telegram. If you guys sent Isaac Sucks in the Telegram to Kulo, the winners have been selected. But you got to get your ETH addresses over. Or we have to keep going. We have to find new winners. How long should we give them? I mean, because some people on replay crowd, so maybe like till tomorrow. Till tomorrow?
48 hours.
48 hours? Why are you being nice about it?
I'm being nice because they said I suck. I'm going to be nice to you now.
All right, fine. Now, here we go. Germany, Volkswagen wants to close at least 3 plants in the country and cut tens of thousands of jobs. In addition, Volkswagen seeking a 10% reduction in monthly pay for all remaining employees. Oh, my God, bro. Nice. They're taking a 10% pay cut, 2 rounds in 2025 and 2026, and the end of allowances and bonuses. Oh my God, that sucks. Imagine spending your whole life at a company, and then you've like made it. You're this multinational corporation. Your emblems everywhere, right? All right, guys, 10% pay cuts, cutting your bonuses. Sorry. Isn't it time to find a new career by then, do you think?
Yeah, go to Volkswagen, go to Nissan.
Yeah. Nissan's a pretty good brand. Honestly, I like Nissan. What up, Noob Tube or Noob Dude? The $4.99 super chat. Didn't even say anything. Didn't even ask anything of me.
Legend.
Just gave me enough money to buy a pack of Pokemon cards.
Silence speaks in numbers.
And lip dinners. I can also get lip dinners for $5 a pack.
Oh,
right
nice.
there. Speaking of which, hold on. Adam Bomb Benny says you don't suck.
Why, thank you, kind sir.
It's very rude. Now, we got more stuff to cover here. This is part of the reason why BRICS is going to fail. This is Peter St. Onge, and we're just going to have him lay it out for us. This guy's great.
If you happen to own US dollars, breathe a sigh of relief. China and Russia are not coming for you, at least not yet. Last week, the BRICS group of anti-dollar countries held their annual meeting, of course, in Russia, which is lonely and needs friends. Despite frenzied hype about BRICS finally killing the US dollar, the best they could come up with was a silly little currency basket that will fail. So if you're just tuning in, BRICS is a group of anti-dollar countries led by China and Russia, along with oil producers like Saudi Arabia, Dubai, and Iran, and plus some big countries like India and Egypt that take it to roughly half the population of Earth. Now, beyond its size, BRICS is interesting because it's increasingly uniting all of the countries that actually make stuff. So manufacturing in China, natural resources in Russia, Saudi, Dubai. Given America and Europe are deindustrializing and banning fossil fuels to entertain environmental activists, this could potentially mortgage our future to countries that don't like us. Still, the immediate fear had been BRICS' long-stated goal to dethrone the US dollar in order to end America's imperialist hegemony. Concretely, the key parts are a BRICS payment system that would replace the Western-dominated SWIFT system for bank transfers, more ambitiously, a BRICS currency to replace the US dollar. Now that takes us to this year's meeting, where it looks like BRICS is making grinding progress on the SWIFT payments, which would insulate them from Western sanctions. But on the big one, currency, they seriously dropped the ball. So Russia had been floating for years now a gold-backed BRICS. That would actually challenge the dollar since gold holds its value unlike paper. Alas, they whiffed with a boring old currency basket that, if they are dumb enough to do it, will fail. So a BRICS currency basket means you throw all of their crappy currencies into a basket, the ruble, the yuan, the rupee, and you take the average.
They are fucked if they do this, bro. I mean, because I just reported on Friday the Russian federal funding rate out of their central bank in Russia is at 21% right now. We see American dollar usage hitting levels, honestly, it hasn't seen in quite some time. And they're trying to back this BRICS currency with the pile of their own bullshit, the rupees, the yuan, all this shit. China's economy honestly doing pretty awful right now. They're having to print in mass to stop the destruction of it through their commercial real estate, which is falling off a cliff. Shout out to Falco for another amount of money for a lip dinner. Isaac Sucks. This one's on me. Dude, They're making it rain lip dinner pouches on me.
I
here.
know, and I feel great. My self-esteem just keeps going up.
Yeah, I mean it's huge. You know what? Now that we're on the internet, Isaac,
Yeah,
you're gonna get used to getting yelled at.
I know, it's great. I have no problem with it.
Now we're gonna get used to, and I was extra used to it from the music industry
That's fair.
because that is like when you're a singer, you're exposed. You're like, oh God, what if they don't like me singing? Eventually, you're just like, I am going through this wall, and I'm gonna sing, and no one's gonna stop me. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna hang out with the drummer this weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna have a jam session.
We're gonna jam, dude. We're gonna jam. It's gonna be sick. I'm excited to have a metal band again. Now we have this. Robinhood app announces U.S. presidential election market. A little competition with Polymarket. A little competition with Drift. The bet on Drift. Drift is getting a little bit more competition here. Where's Drift's price at? Let's see here. Bam, bam, bam. Drift is not just a predictions market. It's also got. It's basically like a nice perpetual DEX. Got a lot of features that, DGen DEX users. I have built my bag around 50 cents. We're sitting here flatline. So, still kind of viable to me, honestly. This is a Solana auxiliary play that I think is going to outpace a lot of other shit in the market. You had a lot of fun on this shit because you were buying it in like 30 cents or whatever.
25.
Okay.
To be precise.
First of all, nice.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
But yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty good mover. Of course, my stop loss triggered, and this damn thing is coming back down to this stupid fib level. But I made $10 off of the moves. That's
At least
great.
it was in profit.
Yeah, that's great. I do it just a touch in profit. You know what I mean? I try to act reasonable. God, I'm tempted by this. I am so tempted by this. RSI sitting here right in the middle on what is this? The 15, 30 minute. Let's see where it is. It's looking like she's trying to roll over actually a little bit. That might be a little bit of a double negative on the MACD. I got to keep an eye on that and not hammer into something, be a little crazy on it. Don't want to get too cray-cray. So now this, speaking of cray-cray, Beyonce gate is real. It's a problem, and the Democrats in the campaign for Harris know it. A thread. I don't need to listen to too much of Harris. I can't stand listening to her too much. First of all, the context of Trump visiting Texas Friday to sit down with Joe Rogan, Kamala needed to make a splash. The big play? To bring Beyonce to endorse her in Houston, and all the news was spread, but it was going to be more than just an endorsement. Let's check this out here. We had this from the USA Today. Beyonce returns to hometown of Houston to perform at the Kamala Harris rally. Man, oh man, did it go a little bit different than that? What is this, hell? So maybe not, but the media decided the performance was in the cards. We had this from Vanity Fair. Also Politico. Politico is a pretty big publication to be coming out talking about this. You even know about Politico, right?
Yeah.
And then Huffington Post. You could even watch her perform live, according to all of these pundits from USA Today, but she didn't. Let's see here. Let's check this out. This is Alex Stein, primetime Alex Stein.
Rally in Houston, Texas was absolutely insane. You saw Beyonce and Kelly Rowland walked out. Kelly looked like Beetlejuice. And then after that, Kamala walks out, right? She gives him the hug, and everybody's so mad because they're like, what? Beyonce only spoke for 3 minutes? I thought we were going to get a free concert. Wait, what? What's going on? Wait, why is she hugging Kamala? I thought this was a concert. Oh, and then Kelly and Beyonce have a nice little moment, reminiscing. And then everybody realizes it was a bait and switch, and they walked their butts out. Got on that dang stage. Everybody was pissed off, rightfully so. They duped us. They duped the entire city of Houston, Texas. 30,000 pissed off people right before an election less than 2 weeks away. What is Kamala Harris thinking? It was a night to forget, I'll tell you that much.
Jesus. Einstein, primetime Alex Stein. If you don't know him, you guys got to follow him. It's Alex Stein, number 99. Alex Stein 99 on Twitter. Just a gem of a human being. Fifth Circuit Court has just ruled that ballots must be received by Election Day, and any state laws that allow them to be received and counted after Election Day violate federal law. This is a big damn deal here. This changes everything. Congress statutorily designated a singular day of the election of members of Congress and the appointment of presidential electors. This is because this is a decision by one of the highest courts in the nation. It impacts elections everywhere. This is a very, very good sign for us to potentially have a real election on our hands here. I know I've doubted it here, but by God, seeing the Fifth Circuit do this right at the last moment, October 25th, Jesus, coming through in the clutch for me. You know, they keep me on the edge of my seat. They've been edging me. Am I going to have a free election?
Free elections.
Damn you.
What are those?
I did get my vote in. You haven't voted yet, have you?
I haven't voted yet, but I'm going to.
And you were
Don't
going to
worry.
vote, but I was like, no, burritos, bro. We need burritos.
You know what we
right?
did? Burritos.
Burritos. And they were good, but you need to go vote. Okay, so now that I'm out of your face about eating burritos, make sure to go vote, folks.
In my face at the polls.
Yeah, and this Dr. Phil out there talking at the Trump rally, out of left field. Let's have a listen to this guy. How long is this? Oh, this is 11 minutes. Let's listen to the front end.
And before I leave, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next Vice President of the United States, Senator J.D. Vance.
Dude, he sounded like he was pumped up, bro.
He was pumped up.
That was like the most pumped up I've ever heard Dr. Phil. Unless he gets pissed. When he gets pissed, he gets pretty pumped up, too.
Oh, yeah. That's always fun to watch.
But he had a lot of energy. Interesting to see. And this is how The Guardian is writing up the Trump at Madison Square Garden. Trump fills Madison Square Garden with anger, vitriol, and racist threats.
You know what else they called it?
What's that?
A pro-Nazi rally. That's what they called it.
I know. Anger and vitriol took center stage at Madison Square Garden on Sunday night as Trump and the cabal of campaign. Oh, what happened here? Did this thing just die? Hold on. Pull this down. I think I just killed it. Yeah, they were calling this like a Nazi meetup.
Yeah, that's what MSNBC said.
It's so crazy, man. It's absolutely so crazy. Let's see if I can pull this up again. Don't send. Did I just get hacked? Let's see if I got hacked live.
Hacked on live.
Live.
Bags drained.
Oh, here it is. Cool. What is going on with this, though? Oh, okay. You know what it was? It's probably this damn website. Look at the pictures they have on here, too. This is like, this is straight up hardcore propaganda. They're trying to make it look so terrible. So terrifying. Can't believe that all these Nazis got it together under Madison Square Garden's roof to talk about Trump becoming elected. Oh my God, how dangerous. And then you have the mainstream media with their follow-up punch. Let's have a listen to this craziness.
Intelligence agencies are warning of threats of violence in the upcoming election. In a joint intelligence bulletin, agents from the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security are warning law enforcement agencies that domestic violent extremists are seeking to terrorize and disrupt the vote. Let's get more now from NBC's Ken Delanian. What more can you tell us about this warning, Ken?
Good morning, Anna. The FBI and the Department of Homeland Security are warning in this new intelligence bulletin of the heightened risk of lone wolf attacks by domestic extremists motivated by election-related conspiracy theories, including beliefs in widespread voter fraud and their hatred of their political opponents. This will surprise no one who's been paying attention, but it's significant that these agencies are putting this out to local law enforcement a week before the election. The new unclassified bulletin says the goal of these attacks would be to terrorize and disrupt the vote. And to be clear, this document does not describe intelligence about any specific threat. It talks about a general atmosphere of anger and misinformation that could prompt unstable people to engage in threats or violence. And of course, we've already seen that in recent weeks with a series of arrests for election threats, including a man in Philadelphia who allegedly threatened to skin election workers alive. And remember last week, police in Phoenix arrested a person in connection with a mailbox fire that damaged around 20 ballots.
So this is coming from the same fucking side that has gotten people so riled up that we've had 3 assassination attempts on Trump. I think Papa Guth brought it up too. 3 assassination attempts on the Republican candidate, but they're sitting here smearing it in your face that you're the dangerous one. If you vote for Trump, you are the danger to democracy. We need to make sure we control you. Meanwhile, the Department of Defense directive allowing martial law and deadly force to be used on American citizens for dissent is rolled out by a regime oversought by Kamala Harris. I don't know where the hell Joe Biden is right now. He's still technically the president, but really the talking head right now is Kamala Harris. And the same day that we see Trump at Madison Square Garden with all this populist movement, this massive movement behind him, my God, it's the dangerous MAGA Republicans by this. Oh, he is a pencil neck. This is a pencil neck. And then this lady, she looks like one of those people that will scream at you for like hours if you didn't put enough sugar in her Starbucks coffee. You know, I can't imagine how she is at home. like absolutely god awful, you know. And you really need to consider who you're dating. I was hanging out with a guy, a white dude for Trump, at dinner this weekend, and he was from California. He is still dating a hyper liberal freak out there in California, but he can't speak to her about what's going on right now. And honestly, they've been at odds for years because of, you know, he started to open his eyes because he had 2 people die of a stroke and another die of a heart attack after taking the jab. He's in the medical industry. He started asking questions, and ever since then, his still girlfriend has said, has brought that up, and it really makes me think we really need to take into account who we're surrounding ourselves by in the next few months, next few years here, because I am of the opinion, should the orange one returneth? People are saying Florida's safe. I really don't think, not many places are going to be safe from the anger that's coming to you guys. There's a large amount of funding to these organizations, and even in Longmont, Fort Collins is farm town. We still saw Antifa pop up. We still had to go up there and handle business. So you got to keep that about yourself. Keep your wits about yourself. We had Hulk Hogan taking the photo opportunity of a lifetime right here. There's no way Trump actually wins an arm wrestling contest against Hulk Hogan. But this is what dreams are made of right here. Hulkamania, Trumpamania is back.
Trumpamania.
It's so good, man. What a time to be alive. Here he is when your drunk uncle is at Thanksgiving after 5 whiskey sours on stage dancing for the public.
He's kind of hitting that though.
He's kind of hitting that. He's getting after it, right?
Yep.
He's having the time of his life doing it, man. Shout out to him. This is an interesting take, though. If civil war were to actually happen here, it would look nothing like the first one. Civil wars generally don't look like that. And ours here in the United States in 1861 was an anomaly. If anything, it would look more likely to resemble the Spanish Civil War of 1936. Depending on where you're at, you'd probably still have to go to work. So keep that in mind. It's not like everything just pops and you wake up and you're like, you got to choose a side, red or blue, and here's your vest and get out there, Sonny. No, you still have to take care of your loved ones. You still have to do the thing. And so that is something to think about. It's like, everyone wants to get all hyperbolic and say, I'm just going to wake up in the trees and start aiming at someone. It's like, not really that way. Honestly, more so we'll look at things like Kentucky. If anyone remembers the armed protest in Kentucky, you can go ahead and look at it up for yourself. Likely the situation would deteriorate into something like that on a more wide scale. We got to talk about altcoins there. I can't talk. This Dwayne Wade statue, I have it pulled up here. Look at how they made Dwayne Wade look, first of all. Like, if you're he's from the Miami Heat.
That does not look like Dwayne Wade.
Here he is. Later on, I don't need the sound on this, but here he is. He's just like, what
am I looking at?
And it's like one of those things where it's like, you get this amazing acknowledgement of, your personality. Someone makes a statue for you, but then that's like this mangled face. What do you throw? You throw a fit? Like a spoiled child? You're like, I want to fix now. Like, I don't know about that. Shout out to Dwayne Wade, though. Let's see here. Chester and Chris Cornell. Chester Bennington and Chris Cornell were part of the movement investigating what was actually happening to children in this child trafficking ring epidemic that's going on. And it is of my opinion that they did not kill themselves. I do not believe that for a second. So we fight. I remember them. I absolutely love their music. This is a hard one. So I'm going to answer this real quick. You guys let me know in the chat. What do you think? Who is the most overrated singer or band?
From our favorite hustle bitch.
From our favorite hustle bitch. I love this account. Now, I think the most overrated singer, that is really hard because there's a lot of bullshit singers out there.
Taylor Swift.
I would say probably, and you're probably not going to like this, but Travis Scott can kiss my ass. That new Travis Scott guy, I hate him. Think he's garbage. Who do you think, Isaac? What do you think?
Most overrated singer.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. Someone in the chat said Diddy.
Diddy?
Anyways. Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yep.
Deep pick right there.
Deep pick.
Deep pick. Right. Had Taylor Swift, Diddy, Beyonce,
I can go on a full
Nickelback. You
tangent
take
about
that
this.
back, Papa Coon. Take it back.
You are the tune lord of your
Nickelback is like the ultimate jock rock. You know,
Yeah.
so it's either it's for you or it's not. You know, I'm here for it, man.
Are we getting into bands as well, or just singers?
Just singers.
Okay, that's
just
fair.
singers. So I just had to run that by the chat. I need to know. And if you are out here in Georgia, I found this store, Farm Stores, out in Cedar Crest. It's like a drive-through that has incredible food. It's farm fresh food. I took the family there. It was only like $50 for 6 people. They make their donuts in-house. Incredible. And I could actually get them because they weren't full of a bunch of garbage. And the chicken biscuit. I got this chicken biscuit for each one of the kids. Insanely good. Absolutely. And look at how they're not that much. Southern chicken biscuit. I got these things for like $5. Farm fresh food. Absolutely delicious. So if you're out there in northwestern Georgia, check out Farm Stores in Cedar Crest. Not affiliated by any way, but I love good food. Solana hit highest weekly real economic value activity in its history. That's great to see. It's pretty obvious to see with all the Solana auxiliary plays and meme coins pumping to the freaking moon. We have more, though. Solana and Ethereum pair getting wild. We do have to check this out on TradingView here because I am curious where this is sitting right now. So Solana to ETH, Sol to ETH. Things are kind of getting out of hand. Ethereum is lagging hard, and it is making a lot of people wonder what in the hell is going on with their Ethereum bags as they see Solana breaking out. And my God has it. Let's go to a larger viewpoint here. Let's go to the daily. Bam. God, this is straight pain. If you are only in on ETH, and this is why being a maxi, not healthy. Being a maxi of like anything, like you could be a Bitcoin maxi and it won't bother me too much. But if you're like a maxi on one specific altcoin to be the ruler of them all, oh my God, what a mess here. So keeping that in mind, Solana taking up some serious ground against Ethereum. Glad that I got out of my ETH when I did. I actually sold vast majority of my ETH when it was $4,500 last cycle. Got it for $180 a token, sold it for $4,500 per token. Felt great, bought a car. Let's check out, there's something within this I want to see. Solana, because I want to look at just the overall history of it. Because this thing was not even close to where it is right now. Let's go to CoinMarketCap here. Solana, I'm still feeling like it can hit $1,000, but at the velocity we're working with right now, I mean, we got to keep in mind the inflation.
$800.
Like the market cap is breaking out in all-time highs. That's for sure. The price sitting here under all-time highs. The all-time high for this thing is $257. You have token inflation through the process, so the market cap is actually breaking out. The price, not yet. Still keeping my overall expectation for about a G per Solana token. Let's check this out here, though. This is what is important. So the time frame that we're relatively in comparison to the 4-year cycle, we are in November of 2024, October 2024, and here is where we are according to the 4-year cycle back in time before the nasty pumps began. Solana was sitting here at 87 cents. Now, when we're looking for projects that are going to operate with this kind of velocity, I think that where we're going to find them is on base chain. And now maybe I got lucky with Aerodrome and that's the chosen one. Maybe it's going to be another one that is going to be the squeeze, but I do feel like the one gem that moves from, 50 cents, $1 up to the hundreds of dollar range is going to be found on the base chain. I have a myriad of reasons for feeling that way, but essentially the Department of Justice got Binance out of the way. We have so many degens in Solana, but big money movers are looking at base chain more so. And the fun really didn't start for Solana until right about here. This is February of 2021, giving us more time to really, stack bags. And with the Bitcoin ETF, the dominance still holding up strong. I think that, we're going to see the November pullback on Bitcoin dominance. But really, things aren't going to get nasty until the front end, like 3rd, 4th month of 2025. Gots to check out Moonwell. I know we've been ripping on this one. We brought it up like a month ago. This thing is just on an absolute tear. It's up by like 160% the month. Breaking out. I was like, man, it's going to chop around and potentially break out. Sitting here trying to be greedy for my entry point. Nope, didn't happen. Since doubled. trying to get it for 5 cents. That shit is not happening. So basically now I got to look to the top end of this range, about 6-7 cents. Don't think it's straight up and to the right for now. Keeping a close eye on this project, and we'll be buying any sign of weakness in this chart that I do see. Let's see here. What other good stuff do we have here? We have a lot of good stuff here. Chainlink and Avalanche talking. We got Chainlink, Euroclear, and Swift. We already covered this, but yes, Chainlink is the chosen one for Swift's interbank movements and building out the data railways for actual use case of Web3. So I'm still bullish on Chainlink if anyone is even trying to question that. Really feel like the ISO narrative's dead. It's all about RWAs, and Chainlink is the base level of that. Coinbase introducing this based agent, basically the ability to build your own AI agent. You have to have a degree of coding background to pull the APIs and things like that to get the agent on the right path. But it is giving the ability for crypto users to set up their own AI agent within 3 minutes. Absolutely crazy time to see this happening. 14 of the top 20 best performing coins since the beginning of the year are meme coins. The cycle is a meme coin cycle. Meme coin outperformance will continue in 2020. And a lot of these are based on Solana. So the outliers here that we have are Aerodrome, MAGA, originally based on Ethereum, but actually the tokens I hold are on Solana. Aerodrome's in here. You got ABT for infrastructure play. You got Ondo here. You got Pendle. It's kind of funny to see the people fudding and Ondo's going to zero really, really soon. Really, what the guy was trying to say, he just put it down in the paragraph, is he doesn't think Ondo's a 3 or 4 year hold, which honestly, I don't think is crazy. I think that's actually a pretty reasonable take. But what we see here, Solana and Base is taking over this cycle. The top gainers are all coming out of those ecosystems, and I am looking to make money in crypto and not necessarily be talked about. I feel like these tech bros, they talk down to the regular person. They give all these sexy little coding language words to get people like, wow, interledger, hash graph, Wolfpack, Ledger 3000. I want that. You need to be part of this. I really, really don't think that that's going to move the needle. Now, when we need to see move the needle for a lot of people is Cardano. We have Bitcoin transactions will be able to be signed with Cardano as the gas fee, according to Charles Hoskinson. Price action has not gone anywhere for Cardano, even with this amazing news. It's 33 cents. It's actually down on the day, down by nearly 7% on the week and 17% on the month. Oh my God, up 14% on the year. Jesus Christ. So this makes me sweat because Cardano is actually something I do think is going to live for a while. But I don't know if it's going to be able to break this all-time high. I think a lot of people are just hoping to get the all-time high. It might even come short. Might even come at like $2.14, still be hailed from the buy point it's at right now. But seeing the Bitcoin transactions set up to be able to be done on Cardano, great, you've built this amazing technological house. The question is, will anyone be there to use it? That is the question we should be asking ourselves. So moving on, Ethereum tops all other chains in daily net outflows. The inflows coming into SWI, Base, Arbitrum, Solana, and Moonbeam. Phantom's showing a little green, Clayton, a little green, and Bitcoin, those layer 2s, a little green. But the SWI pullback here is something we got to take in mind, because a lot of people thought I was a total fudster jerk when I said $1.40 SWI doesn't sound too bad to me. And honestly, it kind of looks like we're on our way there. Many people disagree. No, it's in its realization moment. It's up only from here. Right. It released at $1.40. So where we're at right now, $1.64. It sold off down to about 44 cents. And yes, it's got higher lows going for it, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a price point and a floor in the near term set at or around $1.40 to $1.50. So that being said, think SWI's going to be around. Probably can hit about 10, maybe 20 bucks at the peak of this cycle, but I'm patient on that buy entry point. And sometimes I get them. Most of the time I do get them. But sometimes I don't. Sometimes they just never come back. Honestly, pretty rare. We've got that accumulator in his SWI portfolio. He's got the SWI token, Navi protocol, Cetus protocol. I've heard a lot about this one. And these are kind of the auxiliary plays around SWI. This is where the real juice can be had. on the upside. These are the types of projects in a juicy environment, a juicy ecosystem, that massive gains to be made. I really, really liked this layout by that accumulator. Shout out to you, bro. He's got Scallop IO here. Deep Book on Swee. We got the Blub Swee. We got Fud the Pug. Interesting. Oh, that's a cute dog. This one might have legs just because the dog. Look at the dog. This might have legs, but the dog has very short legs. Okay, so this one is really speaking to me here. We got to go in here. I'm going to go ahead and follow this one. Let's see where I can. I'm going to be digging into this one a little bit. 22,000 followers. Let's see how active this Twitter account is. It's getting each one of these 195, but maybe that's the same post. 273, 643. Okay, so it looks like it's pretty organic. They're not botting their likes. They're getting some love. I don't hate it. But the deep picks, man, you got to be looking into the deep picks on bullish ecosystems to find the good. I think that accumulator might be looking at a couple big gainers here. Sweet man fan page. And again, I don't feel like any of these things are multi-cycle projects or anything. Just projects part of a bullish uptrend that have a lot of users coming into it and money to be made, in my opinion. So that's where I'm going to be looking. Now, what else we had? We also had a little bit of news. I don't have it pulled up yet. Today, my Phantom wallet was down. The back end of Phantom wallet on Solana went down. It does look like we're back up and running. Yes. So back up and running on the Phantom wallet. That's great. I did see the XRP degens ended up finding a place to make money. XRP has some meme coins.
Interesting.
That are actually making some gains for people. So credit where credit is due. And then AMM volume surging on the XRP ledger, 40x increase just in 1 week. This doesn't mean XRP tokens going up by any means, because that's my true hatred. But they are finding a meme ecosystem within that, which is moving someplace. And look, the retail have moved to 51 cents, Isaac.
Oh, yes. I knew it was coming. You know why?
Why?
It's like you always say, retail. Right there, dumping on all these shitty holders.
They got evicted from 54 cents. Now they're sitting here playing at 51 cents. God bless them.
Do we hit 45? Do we hit 45 cents soon?
Dude, I mean, that's not out of the question. Look at this. So you had a pullback all the way down to 43 cents. This was that July time frame. And I think this is the Japanese yen carry trade situation. It was after that in August 5th. So it did even worse before the yen carry trade. This is how you know it's a sign that like retail is basically holding this shit up, is because institutional pullbacks really weren't there. The Japanese yen carry trade situation barely even affected it. It just is the slow ride downhill. Shout out to Ready to Hit Hot Fire for gifting the membership as well. Gifting Granny's Garden. Old school name that I know in the chat. Shout out to you guys. You guys are freaking awesome. Let's go here. So we already had this. Emory University disclosing $15 million in Bitcoin ETF holdings. That's great. And yeah, man, it's a good time to be alive. I do want to check out Bobcat real quick here. Real quick. Where are you at, Bob Kitty? Let's see where this damn thing is. Son of a bitch. My stupid line didn't work. Well, wait a minute. It actually kind of did, didn't it? It didn't get, it almost did. I should have just done it. Isaac, why didn't you tell me? God, man.
Whoops.
Unbelievable. This is kind of funny. It actually almost worked out on that stupid trend line. Now, what are we looking at here? What are we working at here? Because Bobcat, you're in my heart. You know what? You've earned that spot in my heart. You've retarded meme coin. This is incredible. The best autism possible. What is this floor? It's like 100K now. If I see 100K, I'll do it. Fine.
All right, you won't.
I just keep moving. I'm like Kamala Harris. You know what I mean?
Keep changing everything you've ever done.
Just keep moving the goalposts. That's all I need to do. Shout out to him, though. Not dead. And that makes me really happy because a lot of these meme coins, they rug people hard and they rug them quick. So shout out to the meme coins that aren't doing that. All the XRP Kamala donations sold off. That's great. Good news. Your political donations went really far. And honestly, the election's 8 days away. So on the outside of crypto, let's make sure that our hard iron goods are oiled. They're lubricated. Okay. They're juiced up. Make sure that your things are together. Make sure that your food stores are good. Make sure that you have systems of water filtration, water storage. Make sure that your cameras are charged. Make sure that the notification systems are on. Make sure that the siren works on those home security systems, okay?
Dude.
It's going to get a little weird. I'm not going to lie.
A little freaky.
It's going to be like a Diddy freak off, but on a national scale.
Yeah, on a violent level.
On a violent level.
I mean, it was pretty
Man,
violent,
that's
right?
pretty dark.
That is pretty dark.
That's pretty dark.
Oh, well.
A violent Diddy freak off? Why'd you go there, man?
Don't know.
You kept pushing that harder. Harder and further in the Diddy freak off comments.
Yeah.
I don't think we can ever stop talking about the Diddy freak off.
Never.
Get ammo, David Lee, Lutham, get ammo. If you guys, my average, like my base of operation, each pistol about 500 rounds. Each rifle, unless it's like a 30-06 or 308 rounds, I get, for like an AR-15, I'm running like 1,000 rounds per rifle. 308, 30-06 rounds are a lot heavier, so definitely don't do as much ammo for those weaponry systems, but let's just make sure we got our shit together, okay? Make sure that you got your shit together. Things are about to get a little weird. It doesn't mean that we can't have a bull market, okay? Doesn't mean that watching this financial system collapse doesn't mean that it's going to not collapse into Bitcoin and the monetary system built around it. It just means that this is a growing season for monetary systems. And in order to grow, you have to have fertilizer. Death, destruction, decay creates that fertilizer for new growth, new things to come in. Punjab jobs. I don't know where that came from, Stacey Lewis.
Punjabi jobs.
I have a shimiga that I like. The big shimigas, they're good. If you're in a heavily wooded area, maybe a ghillie suit. If you're in Seattle, maybe a trash bag with a bunch of stuff stuck to it. You can get creative with it. Just buy baby oil and hodl. Shout out to you. I love you guys. You guys are absolutely unhinged. Maybe I should just buy Bobcat. I'm probably buying a local high, though. If I buy the moment I buy this thing, it'll nuke.
But you haven't bought the moon yet. You're just buying a lower high.
Okay, yeah, it's a 240,000 market cap.
That's true.
That's true.
Very true.
God, it's the worst day of my life. Well, you know what? Shorting baby oil. I'm so unhinged. I love and appreciate all of you out there in the blockchain basement family. All the members of this channel, you guys are the bread, the butter that makes us up. You're the reason why eventually Isaac's going to have a paycheck.
And an AR.
And an AR. So we keep trudging forward. I appreciate every single one of you out there for joining us on today's show. And now I'm going to go beat the shit out of the punching bag. I'll see you soon. Peace out.